What is up, everybody? ZMT Sports back. Little phone edition from Milk Money, Cash Money. We ran into some technical difficulties. We actually already recorded our ZMT bets segment of this podcast. We're going in reverse order. This whole day has been ass backwards for both of us. We're both working OT, both making that money, both doing big boy things. And now we get to be little kids and talk about our football teams and give our fantasy picks for the thing and just go to a therapy session. Well, more of a therapy session for me and more of a celebratory session for you. Listen, Giants are on a bye, so we don't have to talk about that shit team. That's good. But yeah, I say let's get after it. Let's get this going. And yeah.
I look good at this angle.
You do. I like it. You look a little seductive. You're like leaned over a little bit to your left. You're on your armrest. Like
need more female.
You got a nice fresh little cut going on. I like it.
Oh, yeah, Tom, I'm ready. Bar. Let's get it rolling.
Cool. Let's get it rolling. ZMT Sports back. Local landscape. Mike said, "See you later." That's how you just know this whole day is going off. I might edit that out. I might not. I'll determine if I want to do that or not. So I don't want to talk about my team yet because I'm tired of this podcast always starting off in a negative realm. Okay. We need to start off positive, and we need to start with those Super Bowl contending Dallas Cowboys. Yeah. Mike, take the floor.
Now I don't even want to talk about them because of you.
Yeah, you do.
Because of
you. 3 takeaways. You're going to praise Dak, praise Quinn, praise McCarthy, praise the defense, praise the offense.
I am.
Get after it. Just lay it on. Lay it on.
All right. Well, first, I want to say I'm too negative sometimes, I know, but I feel like I'm a more real Cowboy fan than 90% of them, where, they usually hate the fucking team or they give up on them after a bad loss.
You're not an extremist, I should say, if I may cut you off. You're not an extremist.
I try to be a realist because, correct me if I'm wrong, but when you see a Cowboys team collapse, especially as bad as they did last week, it's very rare for them to look back to superhuman form that they did before. So I know. So I'll get into it. But like you said, big win for the boys, 43-3, a fucking absolutely ass kicking of the Atlanta Falcons. I thought the Falcons would be mad from last year, have a little chip on their shoulder because their old coach is the D coordinator on the Cowboys now. No, did he get the best of them? My goodness. 43-3. Looks like a college football game here.
It was 28-3 at one point, which I found funny.
I did say that when I was watching that toss. I was like, "Yo, 28-3, worst lead in football for Atlanta." But yeah, I'll get to my 3 takeaways. I got a lot of stats. I got a lot of praising to do. All right, Tom. So bear with me. Cut me off if needed. But I gotta praise this guy because I think he should be in the front running for MVP of the NFL this year. I'm going to suck Kellen Moore's dick a little bit later too. But let me talk about this offense who was dog shit last week. You could tell that Dak just needed 1 week of fucking practice, of the whole week of practice, and he was going to be back. We talked about how good he is on bounce back games after a bad game. Our prop bets hit. Fucking beautiful. Listen, this offense is number 1 in the NFL when they're on the same page, man. Number 1 in the NFL, without a doubt. And like I said, Dak Prescott is in the MVP race. It was a bounce back game. Let me just give you his stats real quick, Tom. I know how much you love stats. Dak Prescott,
big stat guy.
24 of 31, 296 yards, 12.3 average yards per pass. Okay, Tom, 2 touchdowns, throwing 1 touchdown, rushing like a grown fucking man, and he had a 127.9 QBR. That's the type of day that he had.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
I don't know if you remember this because people, I don't know if you know this, but Mikey D likes to call me a jinx all the time. Because supposedly I am a jinx, right?
You are.
Do you remember what I texted in the group chat at around 10:45 in the morning when I was sitting in the parking lot drinking beers? What did I say?
I forgot, to be honest with you.
I wanted to bet Dak Prescott rushing touchdown. And I said it was always Dak Prescott rushing touchdown.
I never said I was a jinx. I never said you couldn't do that.
No, I know. But you know what? You've told me I'm a jinx so much and that I'm a mush so much. It affects my betting. I'm officially admitting it. It affects my betting. It
should talk
affects
about
my
what happened
betting.
later that night. We should talk about what happened later that night between our beloved fucking hockey teams and how you jinxed that too.
No, I did not jinx anything.
Yes,
I did not jinx anything. But continue on your praise of the Dallas Cowboys. Super Bowl contending Cowboys.
Stop. See, this is your jinx. See, this is what I'm talking about. But Dak, Coda, Prescott. Want to hear something crazy, Tom?
Yes, I did.
Targeting completed a pass to 10 different receivers / tight ends / running backs on this offensive team on Sunday. 10 different players against Atlanta. You know what he also did against Atlanta? He was 6 of 7 for 72 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 20-plus yard passes when he was blitzed. Stop blitzing Dak Prescott. He will make you pay unless you're the Denver Broncos. But he will make you pay.
That throw to CeeDee Lamb against the blitz was beautiful.
Dude, did you see what he was talking about in his press conference after? He said that he told CeeDee he was going to get
go
blitzed.
to that back pylon. Just go to it.
Go to the back pylon. I will throw to you. And my God, did he deliver? He delivered, Tom.
Then he had that quote about fucking throwing his shoulder in the guys and reminding people that he's a big ass motherfucker. Let me tell you something. I'm not a Cowboys fan, but Dak Prescott might be my favorite quarterback in the NFL. And I'm not saying this to try to get on your good side because you call me Jinx, you say all this kind of thing. I'm just telling you the truth. I love Dak Prescott. If Dak Prescott was a quarterback in the New York Jets, I would literally die tomorrow.
Let's hope not. Let's hope.
Well, no, I'm not saying that's ever going to happen. I'm just saying, like, if that was the case, I would cry. I would literally probably die if Dak Prescott became the quarterback.
I have a few more things, but how do you hate the guy? I don't know how anybody ever really.
You hate the guy if you're a Jet or a Giant or an Eagle fan.
Well, yeah, but those people are pieces of shit. I know why they would hate him, but like besides them, like I don't know how you hate him. He's got a good story. He wasn't even in a fucking top 3 round draft pick. He's a good guy. He does it all. He's a good guy. But
it's like me. I don't hate Josh Allen.
Yes, you do. Let me talk about Dak Prescott here in the NFL real quick. Let me make a case for him and why he's an MVP contender. Okay, he's 3rd in the racing right now behind. Speaking of Josh Allen, behind Josh Allen, who's the favorite.
You know why they're saying he's the most valuable player? Because they don't fucking run the football at all. So literally, like he does everything. So he's technically their most valuable player. But it's stupid.
I think you can honestly put Lamar. I think you can put Lamar in front of him. And you know how I feel about Lamar. I think Lamar was more valuable to Josh Allen. But let me just.
The Bills are stinky. I don't understand them either.
They are very stinky. But yeah, he's behind Josh Allen and he's behind Tom Brady, which makes sense, but not the last few weeks doesn't make sense. But whatever. It's still early to see. There's a lot of football to be played. But let's just talk about how Dak is doing right now. He leads the league for 400-plus passing yards since 2018 with 9 games. You know who's behind him? Baby GOAT Mahomes at 6. And this is with 10 less games. I sent you the stat already. I think Mahomes played 55 games and Dak played 45.
Yes, and then I quoted. I was like, "Wait, Mike, but garbage time."
Garbage time. Well, fuck garbage time.
Pisses you off.
The 2021 season, let me get into it. 110 passer rating. First, 70.3% completion percentage. Secondly, almost 300 passing yards a game, 292 to be exact. 5th in the NFL. 25 pass touchdown interception ratio. 5th in the NFL. Among all qualified stars in the NFL. This is a top 5 quarterback. Okay? Top 5. Honestly, with the stats he's given, he's top 3. He is a top 3 NFL quarterback right now, Tom. And you can't tell me otherwise. I was always so optimistic about him and being like, you know what? Maybe there's other quarterbacks that are better than him, like the Josh Allens, like the Lamars, no, not the Lamars. But you know what I'm trying to say. But Dak is proving his money right now. He got his contract. He's proving his money, and he's playing and being worth every single
What quarterback are you taking realistically? Take your Cowboyness out of it, which is very hard. What quarterback in the NFL this year are you really sitting there and saying, I take him over Dak Prescott?
I'll be honest. I think I'd take Rodgers because it's Rodgers.
Okay.
Because no matter how old that guy gets, he's phenomenal.
I agree. That was on my list. I have a list, and I want to hear yours first. Rodgers is on my list.
Okay. I take Rodgers. I would take, I don't know if I want to take Mahomes because of how fucking turnover lovely he has been this year. It's bad. But like Mahomes is a freak, but I don't know.
I take Rodgers. My list is 1. I take Rodgers. That's it.
I honestly think that's what it is. I think it's just Rodgers.
At this exact point, it's only Rodgers.
10 weeks through the season, I think honestly Aaron Rodgers has Dak as being the best quarterback in the league right now. I think that's it. Honestly, I think that's it.
Yeah.
But let me just. You ever heard I talked about the blitz before, Tom? Tell me. Yeah. Let me know if Aaron Rodgers does this. Not saying he's better than Aaron Rodgers. He is the only quarterback with 10 plus passing touchdowns versus the blitz. He's 15. The nearest other quarterback, only 8 against the blitz. So if you blitz Dak Prescott, we're scoring.
The teams are going to stop blitzing. That's what you're.
But that's my offensive fucking shenanigan. I'm done blowing Dak Prescott.
Let me hear about defense.
I will hear about the defense. Let me give a shout out to Kellen Moore real quick, baby. I love you, Kellen Moore. You are phenomenal. You have the number 1. You're top 5 in everything, in total offense, rushing per game, passing per game. You're just doing it all. I want to give a shout out to CeeDee Lamb because people said he was going to have the second year. Fuck no, he isn't. 2 touchdowns on Sunday. Being the guy, making Amari Cooper look like the second wide receiver on the team. That's hard to do. Shout out Michael Gallup being back. You're looking healthy. You know, you're back in it. I had like 5 receptions on Sunday. And then I'm going to give it to this offensive line who picked it up. I gave him fucking shenanigans last week. They picked it up. They look 10 times better. And then one more shout out to Zeke, because I love you, Zeke. You don't even have to run the ball.
Fantasy
you are the
football,
best.
Baby.
He is the best running back blocker in the league. 110%. He protects his boy, Dak Prescott. That's it, though. That's my offensive fucking my talk. Defense. How bad did I rag on these guys last week, Tom? I fucking ragged.
But I remember I told you to just calm down. I've been waiting, and I've been cutting you off so much because I've been waiting for the last 15 minutes for you to tell me what I've been waiting to hear.
I'm sorry. I know I'm talking a lot. I know. I'm sorry.
No. I just want one thing from you, and then you could just talk the rest you want about the Cowboys. I want one thing. I want a 4-word sentence.
4-word sentence. I was wrong. I am so wrong. Is that what it is?
Well, I want to tell you the 4-word sentence. I told you so. Okay, continue.
Number 2. You're right, Tom. Number 2, defense. I'm back to hyping them up. I don't care. I was wrong, Tom. You told me so. There you go. I said it.
Thank you.
All right. They held the Atlanta offense to 3 points. The Atlanta offense had the same amount of points as the Cowboys had turnovers on Sunday.
You're going to win a lot of football games like that.
I know. A lot of stuff. The heart, the energy. He was back. Dan Quinn, he said in the locker room, he got the ball after the game. Well deserved. He got these guys pumped up again against his old team. You know, he was talking about it. I'm pretty sure he was talking about it in the locker room after. I saw the video. He's saying, it's hard being fired from another team, but it's good to have a team that has your back now. And that's how you can tell he has a good relationship with those guys on the defensive side of the ball. So shout out to Dan Quinn. Do his thing. Guess who's back, Tom? Not only is it me hyping up these boys, but Trayvon Diggs is back. Oh. But yeah, he'll be back.
I don't know.
He'll be back soon. But Trayvon Diggs is back, being a pick and island menace. He is the Darrelle Revis of this era. No, I'm just kidding. I know you're going to be upset. But he has 8 picks. Nearest guy to him is 5. He is just a fucking menace, okay? He has an interception of 40% of average targets. He's the only CB in the league that has over 8.1%. He's a ball hawk, all right?
Trayvon Diggs has more interceptions than Zach Wilson has touchdown passes.
Yikes. I thought we were talking about the Cowboys, the positivity. Not the negative stuff yet. But what a breakout game for Jordan Lewis, too. I don't know if you watched the game, but Jordan Lewis looked phenomenal. Jordan Lewis looked really good. Another quarterback that needed to step up. Him, Anthony Brown, Trayvon Diggs has 13 interceptions this season. You want to hear something crazy, Tom? Because I got all the stats. Tom.
Yeah. Tell me.
You want to hear something crazy, Tom? 13 interceptions on the season already. It's only week 10. Going back to the last 10 years, Tom. The last 10 years. The Cowboys have only had this many interceptions this season 3 times. And you know what? Only the cornerbacks never accounted for more than 8 of them.
Wow. That's
fucking
crazy.
Like D-line, they were getting interceptions. It's fucking insane. So that just shows you the difference right now. Diggs may be your top 4 in the NFL in passing defense. Micah Parsons, I fucking love you. Defensive Rookie of the Year at minus 160. You fucking hammer it because he is unbelievable. He's a linebacker playing the fucking pass rush. And and he's phenomenal. He's number one. He's number one in sacks. He's number one in winning percentage, winning pass rushes out of all rookies. He's a menace. 7 sacks. Micah Parsons. It's going to be a long, long week for all Chiefs tackles this upcoming week because he's going to be doing it again. But that's my defensive praise. And my third and last point, because I've been talking for like 20 minutes. I'm sorry, Tom.
No, you're good.
Happy again. But I'm staying humble. I know I'm not sounding humble, but I'm staying humble because this team can be a Super Bowl contender, like you're saying, but I'm not going to admit it. They can be a Super Bowl contender, and if they get it together and they win these next 3 games, especially because they're against hard teams. Think about the schedule they have upcoming. They play 3 games in 13 days. It's going to be hard. It's going to be rough. Right? They have the Chiefs on the game of the week on Sunday. They have Thanksgiving against the Raiders, and then the following Thursday they have a game against the Saints on the road. So it's going to be a hard schedule coming up until they play the NFC East the entire time. But if they stay humble and they play the best football they can play, we can see how good this team is. I'm staying humble at the moment, though, and that is my 3 Cowboys points. I'm sorry I talked the whole time, Tom. I'm ready to hear about your Jets, unless you have something to say about the Cowboys.
No. I listen. I agree everything you said. Last week, I told you that I think the loss to the Broncos was the kick in the teeth that the Cowboys needed because people underestimate, Dak missed the previous game. They had a bye week in there too. It's a long time, like there was going to be some growing pains coming back. They made some decisions early in the game that let the game get out of control naturally. If they took some points on those early drives that Mike McCarthy went for, it could have changed the whole complexion of the game. There's no momentum swing. There's no, there's just a bunch of things that can happen. Like little things like that in football can totally just steamroll, as I know from watching games get out of hand so fast, so many times. So right. As a fan, I know if the Jets, and I remember how I was, surprisingly, I remember how I was when the Jets in 2015, right? They went 10-6. There was a point where, they won 4 or 5 in a row. They're one of the hottest teams in the NFL. They beat New England. I was like, there's no way they're going to lose to Buffalo. And it humbled me again. They ended up losing to Buffalo. But I remember even in 2009 and then going into 2010 when it's the first time and only time in my life, right? And even in 2011, that the Jets are predicted to go to the playoffs, go to the Super Bowl, Rex Ryan, all the predictions. There was like an expectation and a hype. I remember the Jets, bro, were going into a Monday night game against New England. Both teams were 9-2. The Jets started the year 0-1. So if you just put into perspective, that is a 10-game stretch where the Jets go 9. They go 9-1. But 9-1 in 10 games. I'm never gonna probably see that in my life, right? I remember going in that Monday night game like we're gonna get killed. And they did. So, but then after that, I'm like, we're still gonna win games. Like, so the thing is, it's like I respect your humbleness. But I think it's getting to a point where you need to understand that you're watching one of the best teams in football, with one of the best quarterbacks in football, with one of the best running backs in football, with one of the best skill groups in football. So you just need to enjoy it. You don't need to be pessimistic. I'm personally not going to come at you and say, oh my God, the Cowboys aren't for real. The Cowboys aren't this. The Cowboys aren't that. The Cowboys aren't this. Because they're at a point already where if they have a bad game, it's just a bad game. They're going to bounce back. Because they've bounced back twice now. So just enjoy it. That's my thing to you. Just enjoy it because there's so many other fan bases that would be killing for your situation right now. And I know the past, and I know Jason Garrett, and I know they always collapse, but they've never collapsed with Dak Prescott. Correct?
Correct.
They haven't collapsed with this quarterback. And they haven't collapsed with this coach yet because it's only his first full year. He had to deal with Andy Dalton last year. This is his first full year as a coach, and he's looking like Green Bay, Mike McCarthy, in my opinion. So that's my take on the Cowboys.
He is coaching very well. You are right.
He is. All right. Do we even waste our time talking about this football team?
No. We are going to talk about this.
I'm joking. We are.
If I had the balls, Tom, time out before I let you talk, since you cut me off a few times, I'm going to talk real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
If I had the balls, which I kind of do, but if I had the balls, especially with Joe Flacco starting this week.
Oh, you were going to take them this week?
I would take the Jets. I'll get into it when we talk about our scores. But yeah, I would take the Jets spread this week. I'll let you talk now, but I have a couple reasons why, but I'm going to let you go first.
I'm going to scare you away. I was going to say this. I was going to say this when I got really angry and started screaming. But I think I'm going to shy you away from that decision right away. With my first takeaway from this game. This fucking defense might be the worst in NFL history.
Yeah.
The worst.
In
the last 4 games, they've given up 175 points. That's almost 50 a game. That's almost 50 a game, okay? To put it in perspective, the last time this franchise was even competent, they gave up 236 points all season in 2009. They've given up 175 in 4 games. So you want to know why I wouldn't take the Jets? You want to know why I wouldn't take the Jets spread this week? Because I could put you out at quarterback right now, and you would somehow find a way to put up 40 points against the New York Jets. Tua Tagovailoa could throw righty and put up 40 points against the Jets on Sunday. All right, that's why I would stay away. I don't know, and I ripped, and Giant fans who are going to end up listening to this, look, I do the same thing with my team too, so I'm not biased. All right, it pisses me off when coaches are hired and come from being coordinators, and their first year on the job, that position group is the worst on the effing team. How? Look at Dallas. It's the prime example. They hire Mike McCarthy. Mike, what's their strongest point of their team? Just be honest with me. What's the strongest point of their team? What are you afraid of when you play the Dallas Cowboys? Of what?
Their
offense. Because why? Mike McCarthy was an offensive coordinator. He's always been an offensive coach. So he comes and he steps in, and his fucking offense is good. Okay? Yeah, look at Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll, right?
Correct.
Defense coordinator. Legion of Boom. Hires the right guys when he comes back to the NFL. Right? Bill Belichick, defense coordinator. He's winning with a fucking below-average quarterback right now. Winning football games because of his defense.
Correct.
So why is Robert Saleh, a defensive coordinator, coming in, and this defense is so bad. It's so bad. It is so hard to watch. So hard to watch. Everybody and their mother knew Buffalo was not running the ball. Like, you could have put no defensive lineman out there. They're gonna not run the ball. And the Jets got burnt on play action. Buffalo had like 41 total rushing yards, and then they had like 300 passing yards on play action. How the fuck does that make sense? That's like me telling you, Mike, hey, I am not, all right, going to buy you Chick-fil-A. I'm not going to buy you Chick-fil-A at all, right?
What comparison?
I'm not buying you Chick-fil-A. It's not happening because I don't have the money for it. But you know what? I'm going to drive you by that Chick-fil-A drive-thru. I'm going to drive you by it. And you're going to think I'm going to get you Chick-fil-A, and then I'm going to leave your ass there waiting for the Chick-fil-A, and I'm going to go right by you. That's what basically the Jets did on Sunday. They basically knew Buffalo was going to run the ball, but when Buffalo acted like they were going to run the ball, they fell for it, and they got burned. So I don't have many other takeaways other than Mike White turned into a pumpkin. Okay, I called that. You can give me credit on that. I'm not a jinx there. And he looked lost. He looked like he couldn't handle a real NFL defense. I don't know what the Bengals did differently than the Bills. I mean, they didn't bring pressure, I think, so he was able to think and dunk and get into a rhythm. But Buffalo was just bringing constant pressure, and he didn't know how to handle it. So he turned into a pumpkin. I knew that was going to happen. To think Mike White was going to be amazing, it wasn't going to happen. Lastly, the last thing I want to say about this team is although Mike White played like fucking shit on Sunday, why in the fucking world are we starting Joe Flacco on Sunday? Why?
Yeah, honestly,
because he gives us the best chance to win, because he understands exotic blitzes. You don't want to know what Joe Flacco did last year against the freaking Miami Dolphins? Got blown out. Okay? They lost 25-3.
I remember that, yes.
So there's some type of love affair going on between Joe Douglas and Joe Flacco, because not only did they try to sign him in the offseason again as our backup quarterback, and he denied us and went to Philadelphia because he thought it was the best chance to play. We traded a 6th-round pick for him that could turn into a 5th-round pick if he plays 4 games, which now, I mean, it could happen, right? And now we're playing him instead of Mike White, who really only had 1 bad game, okay? Right?
Correct.
Zach Wilson had like 5 bad games. They're still rolling him out every week. So Mike White has 1 bad game. Now we're going to Joe Flacco. Okay, cool. So what's going to happen? Is Zach Wilson healthy? Is he? Are we finally admitting that he's healthy? He's just not ready for the NFL game yet because it's too fast for him. So now he's got to watch another quarterback. So now if you're Zach Wilson, it's really beneficial. And I don't know if you can hear the sarcasm in my voice. It's very beneficial to sit behind a veteran quarterback and learn, right? But now this is going to be the third quarterback that he's going to watch and learn. And he possesses the skill set of not one of them, okay? Mike White, check down king, can't move the pocket. Zach Wilson doesn't do that. Josh Johnson, mobile quarterback that likes to make all the crazy throws. You can say that's kind of like Zach Wilson, so why not start Josh Johnson this week? Joe Flacco sits in the pocket like a statue and chucks the ball 70 yards in the air. All three of those guys are the anti-Zach Wilson. So, hey, Zach, I'm Michael Ford. Hey, Zach, you've been hurt. So, Mike White, right? He started. Play the game like him again, like how he played against Cincinnati. Let's play like him against Cincinnati, but not like how he played against Buffalo. Hey, remember Josh Johnson? Let's play like him how he played against Indy. But remember, he's not good enough to start over Joe Flacco, who we just traded for in the next week, okay? When we realize Mike White's not good enough. And hey, now watch Joe Flacco play against the Miami Dolphins because he might understand these blitzes better. Poor Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson, yeah, it's beneficial to watch a veteran when you're Patrick Mahomes and you're playing behind Alex Smith, or when you're Daniel Jones and you're playing behind Eli Manning, or when you're Dak Prescott and you're learning from Tony Romo. That's beneficial. What's not beneficial is sitting behind Mike White, Josh Johnson, and Joe Flacco in consecutive weeks, and two of them in one game. You think Zach Wilson's really learning anything? They're literally just admitting that he's hurt a little bit. He's not ready. We're just throwing guys out there to hopefully benefit the rookies that we have. And I honestly think they're starting Joe Flacco because they're going to be all-out blitzes, and they want to see how our receivers do vertically. Because Joe Flacco's going to take 3 steps back and fucking heave the ball 60 yards. That's what Joe Flacco's going to do. So, basically, this team's back to being a dumpster fire. They reeled me in a little bit, looking like, all right, this coaching staff's doing something. They beat the Bengals. And just when they reel you in, they fucking throw you back to the Wolves, not once, but twice. Blow it against the Colts, blow it against the Bills, and now we got the Miami Dolphins at 3-7 coming in. And I had to hear Jet fans today. This is the last thing I'm going to say before we do our what college or whatever sports we're going to do. I had Jet fans telling me today because our next 4 games are as follows. Miami, Houston, New Orleans, Philadelphia, right? Okay. That we're going to win 4 in a row. You know what I say to that?
Who said
Don't
that?
Fuck yourself. Because if you believe and you're going to throw that fake news out there on the internet, you're an idiot. And you're a stupid Jet fan. And you're the Jet fan that most fan bases love to hate. Because no matter how bad they are, no matter how much they spit in your mouth, no matter how much they shit on your chest, you're going to believe that this team can actually win and that this team can be actually competent and that we chose the right head coach and that we chose the right GM and that we chose the right quarterback. Let's relax, okay? This team needs to lose and keep losing as bad as possible so somebody in that fucking organization wakes up. Because I, 2 weeks ago, thought the Jets weren't a joke anymore, and then it's Giant City, and the Jets were like, hold my fucking beer, like they always do. So, in conclusion, I hate the New York Jets. Why am I going to sit and watch Joe Flacco on a 32-degree cloudy day in the middle of November right before Thanksgiving? I don't fucking know. I'm not feeling very thankful, that's for sure, but I'm going anyway. Mike, please just pray for me. And pray that one day when we're doing this podcast, the Cowboys win a game and they're 6-1, and the Jets just won a game and they're 6-1, and we're both talking about where we're traveling to watch each other's teams in the Super Bowl. Let's pray for that day because you might be seeing that very soon. I might be dead in a grave with a radio playing the next time the Jets are fucking in the Super Bowl. So fucking done.
That was
my score prediction for that game, for this game coming up against Miami, 31-13, Dolphins. Book it. Cowboys, for my Cowboys game, we're going to do predictions that we'll do in my college. For the Cowboys, I did the Cowboys and Chiefs going to be very underrated defensive game. I think it's going to be lower scoring than people think it's going to be. Low scoring for these two teams, retrospectively. Give me Cowboys, 28-24. And for the Giants, fuck the Giants. Tom Brady's going to come in and get his revenge. He's going to blame it on Bill Belichick. Give me the Buccaneers 41-20.
All right, so there's 2 scores out there, baby. Tom is done. He's ready to fucking roll for the name that college. But I got something to say. Because honestly, Tom, we don't agree with each other one bit for this week for our teams. All right. You're
going to predict the Cowboys to lose. You're going to predict the Giants to win because Tom Brady. And you're going to predict the Jets to win because Joe Flacco.
No, yes, no. All right, but Dolphins, Jets. Okay. Dolphins, Jets. It's going to be a lot closer than you're saying. I know Joe Flacco's playing. I know the Jets look like shit. Listen, Dolphins just got the biggest win in their season. All right. Biggest win in their season against the Ravens team is very good. Let's slow it the fuck down. Let's slow it down a little bit. The Dolphins are still a 2-7 football team. Okay. I know the Jets are too.
3-7.
3-7. Sorry. I'm sorry. I forgot. 3-win teams need praise. I mean, we are about to talk about the Giants. Slow it down a little bit. Okay. Let's see how the Jets do. I think the defense, it's a rivalry game. Rivalry, Tom. Hear that word, rivalry. All right, I think I said it right. Defensive game, 110%. I think this game's going to be very ugly. But give me the Jets. The Jets to win.
Oh, God.
13-10. That is my first pick. Okay. I'm going to save this. I'll save that pick for last because it's my team. Giants, Bucks. +11 spread. Very high spread. I want to believe that Tom Brady has had 2 shit weeks back to back. Well, a shit week, a bye week, and then another shit week. He's going to play a Giants team that he historically does bad on, right? I think the Giants cover the spread, but I'm still going to pick the Bucks to win the game by a touchdown. I think it'll be very low scoring as well because they're going to try to run Saquon. Daniel Jones is going to be forced to throw. And then I think that Tom Brady's not going to throw the ball as much until he throws his pick that I was talking about earlier. But I think the Bucs will win this game 20-13. Another shitty game. Now this pick. Chiefs, Cowboys, okay? Chiefs have won 3 in a row. They think that they're back. A lot of people think that they're back. Cowboys have a big bounce back game against the Falcons. Absolutely smothered them. I get it. The Chiefs have won 3 in a row. They have a blowout game against the Raiders, who I think are kind of stinky. Very stinky. So the fact that this game isn't a pick 'em is kind of absurd. It is kind of absurd. The only thing that makes me nervous is if the Chiefs really are back, this offense could do a lot of damage to this defense that lets up big plays and lets up yards. That's what I'm worried about. Tyreek Hill on Trayvon Diggs. Is Diggs going to be able to keep up with Tyreek Hill? We'll see. I'm going to go with my main prediction here because I'm trying to be humble, and I think this is a game that the Cowboys can afford to lose. No, I'm sorry.
You love saying that. You love saying that.
I said that wrong. I think this is a game. This is a game that the Cowboys really need to win compared to the Chiefs, who can't afford to lose this game because their division is hot poo.
Yes.
The Cowboys division, the NFC East is hot poo too. But believe it or not, the Eagles and the Giants have very easy schedules coming up after this week. So, and they're also the Cowboys looking for this number 1 seed. I think at first, before I got on the show, I said I was going to pick the Chiefs to win by. I think the number was perfect. I said the Chiefs going to win by a field goal. It was going to be an offensive shootout. But I think that's very cliche. I think that's very, very like, oh, that's what everyone else is taking. Everyone's slamming me over. Everyone's taking the Chiefs because the Chiefs won 3 games in a row. So all of a sudden they're back after a big offensive performance. You know what? I changed my mind mid-fucking talk. Fuck that.
You're doing it to me.
I'm doing you. And it might jinx me. I'm jinxing myself. I'm jinxing my boys. But I think, honestly, if Dan Quinn looks at the tape and sees all the fucking mistakes that Patrick Mahomes is making and has his offense come after him, I think the Cowboys can honestly run away with this game. I think that's bullshit to say. It might sound bullshit to say, but I honestly think the Cowboys could blow out the Chiefs if they just get to Patrick Mahomes and make him cause turnovers. I'm not saying that's going to be scores. It's going to be a little bit closer.
Give me your score.
I don't know.
Give it. You're beating around the bush. Give it to me. You're trying to figure out what you want the score to be. You're going all over the place.
Give me the fucking Cowboys.
Yeah.
Go to Chiefs Kingdom and win this fucking football game 27-20. That's my prediction.
Let's go.
And I'm sorry it took like an hour to decide.
You were fucking going back and forth in your head. You're like, let's just Chiefs or just Cowboys. Is it gonna be a shootout? Is it not? You were all over the place there. Oh, must be good watching good and fun football and being excited for a matchup on Sunday.
You know what, it'll make you feel better. I know it will make you feel better.
Name that college?
Name that college.
We're changing the format up, Hall of Fame edition, or active former players, and really have to be Hall of Famers, even though I think I chose 3 Hall of Famers.
I chose 3 retired players that are probably going to be Hall of Famers or a Hall of Fame.
Oh, so more recently. All right. Do you want to go first? Or do you want me to go first?
Let me go first.
Okay. Your first quarterback of the Miami Dolphins, former quarterback of the Miami Dolphins, Dan Marino, the greatest Super Bowl to ever, the greatest quarterback to never win a Super Bowl.
Back we were born. I don't know.
ACC school, but when he played, Big East.
One more hit.
Or actually, probably not the Big East. Probably I don't know. Yeah, ACC. Okay. Pennsylvania College.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Ding, 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 ding. University of Pitt, Dan Marino, who
really
honestly fell to the pick 23 because he smoked a little ganj.
I love that for him.
Yes, but he's the greatest quarterback to never win a Super Bowl. All right. My turn for my first guy. Who's my first guy?
You ready for this?
Yep.
The Megatron. I'm going with all receivers, by the way. But Megatron, Alvin Johnson.
Megatron he didn't go to a big school, right?
It is a big school, but not really big for football. Well, maybe now it is, but it wasn't before.
Give me a hint.
I want to say they're in the ACC. They are in the ACC.
Oh, wait. He went to Miami, right?
No.
Oh, where'd he go?
Georgia Tech.
That's
ACC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should know that. That's bad.
Yeah.
All right.
I was very unexpected. That was very unexpected. All right, go ahead.
All right. Peyton Manning.
Tennessee.
There you go. So.
Ready for this one?
Yeah.
The greatest receiver to never win a Super Bowl. Larry Fitzgerald.
Pitt.
Nice.
Here's your Cowboy, your former Cowboy.
Floyd
Aikman.
Oh, fuck. I thought you were going to give me Tony Romo. I was like, me too. All right, give me a hint because I honestly don't know.
California.
It's in California, or is it Cal?
Why would I tell you the school?
I don't know.
You can give me 2 answers for this, honestly, because he transferred. That helps you at all.
Really? Are they both in California?
Nope.
Oh. It's in California.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
UCLA.
Oh, okay. Where did he transfer?
He also went to Oklahoma. No, he started at Oklahoma and then he went to UCLA.
Oh, yeah. I'm not a big Troy Aikman guy, so I would never know.
The most overrated quarterback in NFL history. Anyway. Yeah.
I mean, he won a Super Bowl, so I mean, whatever. I love the I think he was the biggest reason why you guys had some AFC title runs. Santonio Holmes.
The Ohio State University.
Very nice.
I thought you were going to give me Braylon Edwards, and I was all ready to say Michigan.
No, I love Santonio Holmes on the Jets. He was a dog.
You know what people forget about Braylon Edwards, man? We traded for him in 2009 in like week 4 after we realized Mark Sanchez wasn't going to be any good throwing to Jericho Cotchery and Chansey Stuckey. And so we traded.
I love Cotchery, though.
No. Cotchery was good, but Cotchery was not number 1 wide receiver. So we realized that, we needed – I mean, you had Dustin Keller, too, who was a really good tight end. But we were like, we need a wide receiver. And we got Braylon Edwards from the Browns, man. And this dude was a beast that year. And then when he became the number 2 and Cotchery became the 3 and Holmes came in as the 1 with Keller, Mark Sanchez, Mac Jones 2.0. All right.
Name that college concluded favorite team / local coverage over in like an hour.
And now we go to
Yikes.
Fantasy.
Yeah. The yikes segment of our show right now.
Yeah, we're ice cold.
Yeah, we'll be back.
Yes, we will.
ZMT Fantasy back.
And the segment that I am taking full credit for screwing us over, aren't I?
No.
This is you this week.
This was me this week. Fucking Anthony Gibson, 2 touchdowns. What the fuck are you doing? Fuck. Antonio Gibson dropped 22 points, and then Ryan Tannehill, he got under the 19-point mark that I thought, but I thought Matthew Stafford's points would fucking eat that alive.
And Matt Stafford had a bad week.
Like dog shit. Like what the fuck? Absolute dog shit. So we lost the segment by like another margin. So we've lost 3 of the last 4 weeks, Tom. There has to be a difference here. So that's why I switched it up this week a little bit with my pick, my starts and my sits. I'm not going with any quarterbacks. Quarterbacks have been fucking me anally. So I am not going to do a quarterback for starting a scene this week. But I am going to do a receiver and a running back. Would you like me to start or would you like to start?
Yes, please start.
I will. And I'm going to go with the biggest, baddest, whitest receiver as my first start. And I love this guy, especially with Derek Carr at the helm. Give me Hunter Renfrow to start Las Vegas against the Bengals. Nice. All right. I love Hunter Renfrow this week. The Bengals love giving points out.
Let's just say you like him because you like him. Because let's switch it up a little bit. Because if I could be a little bit, if I could be a little dick, you've been giving the stats and telling us why, and your picks have kind of sucked. So don't tell us why. Just say you like Hunter Renfrow because you like Hunter Renfrow. That's what I do. I protect myself.
Give me Hunter Renfrow against the Bengals.
You can give me your reasons on why you're sitting people. Those are good. That's smart. But while you're starting them, just say you like them this time. Let's see if it works.
All right. Hunter Renfrow because he's white and I like him.
Yeah, be racist too. Nice.
Running back. Give me, for very obvious reasons, because
black.
Or because Aaron Jones is hurt, dickhead. Well, give me A.J. Dillon.
Oh my God, it's a half white, half black running back to make you.
Give me A.J. Dillon to start against the Vikings this week, especially if Aaron Jones is out. Obviously, he is. That's it. I'm not giving any more reasons because I said so. All right, awesome. Tom, how about fucking stats? Because your start sits have sucked consistently.
All right. So I'm going against the grain this week, and I'm starting pretty boy porn star lover Jimmy G against the Jaguars. I just have a feeling that Jimmy G is going to have a good game. I don't know why. He's going to be in South. He's going to be starting Jimmy G. This has nothing to do with me having to start him in a league or anything, but I have him feeling good. Jimmy G against the Jaguars. I feel like the game plan is going to be good. All right. My second start is Tyler Lockett against the Cardinals. Dude always has big games against the Cardinals. I like Russell Wilson to bounce back against the Packers, like the whole offense as a whole. The DK Metcalf might get suspended for whatever the fuck he was doing last week. Give me Tyler Lockett against the Cardinals because Tyler Lockett. All right, Mike, your 2 sits for this week. What are they?
All right. Receiver. Going Allen Robinson this week. All right. For the Bears against the Ravens. I'll give you my little reasons for this, not because I just love it. But honestly, Allen Robinson has not produced at all this year. His best game on fantasy was last week with like 9 points. All right. He's falling behind to Darryl Mooney, who is obviously Justin Fields' favorite target on the Bears right now. Allen Robinson is not producing as a fantasy starting wide receiver or even a flex. I would sit him this week. Second, I know you love this guy. You think he's the priority in the running back field for Buffalo. I'm saying sit Devin Singletary this week against the Colts. I think the Colts have a really good run defense. All right. And obviously, in the helm with Zach Moss back there and Matt Breida, I don't think he's going to get the production and the points that you need to win a fantasy matchup this week. So give me Devin Singletary against the Colts as my second sit.
Very nice. My 2 sits, I'm going to 2 guys on the same team. So this is either going to really fuck us or really, really, really help us.
Why do you do this?
My first sit is going to be DJ Moore for the Carolina Panthers against the Washington football team. Why? Cam Newton's going to start. And what does Cam Newton not do? Throw the ball down the field. What is DJ Moore really good at? So you're going to sit
Robbie Anderson.
No. He just doesn't throw the ball down the field. DJ Moore likes to extend the field. Just not going to be good. My second sit, Cam Newton against the Washington football team. There is no coach better than game planning against Cam Newton than Ron Rivera. Why? Because Ron Rivera made Cam Newton good. Ron Rivera took Cam Newton to the Super Bowl. It's as simple as that. Riverboat Ron's going to shut down Cam Newton. Cam Newton's going to feel what it's like to start an NFL game again. He's going to get punched again in the mouth against the run. He's not going to be able to get his rushing yards and his touchdowns, whatever, because Washington's going to stack that box. Okay? They're going to force him to win with his arm. And what can Cam Newton not do, as we learned last year in New England? He cannot throw. So sit DJ Moore because Cam Newton can't throw him the football, and sit Cam Newton because he can't throw the football, and Washington knows that. And that is my 2 cents for the week.
He said, Cindy Day Marcus can't get him who can't throw the football. Sid can't do it because he can't throw the football. Great. You know, honestly, this might have been your best story sit to date. No. That's fantastic. Oh, man. Hopefully we comes back this week, Tom. This has been a very chaotic episode so far. Obviously,
it's been all out of whack, but everything.
We have one more. I almost just did an exit because we're done technically after this segment because we have one more coming up that we filmed 2 hours ago. So we are all over the place.
Mike's went from a laptop with bad connection to a phone with good connection.
So I can't.
Do we give him the chance? Do we redo ZMT bets or no?
It's up to you.
Nah, I kind of like the ending. We were fucking around. It was good.
Yeah, I like it too.
Yeah. All right.
So I guess we have to say right now,
ZMT bets next.
ZMT bets coming back. We'll be right back.
Yes. ZMT bets back. Milk money, cash money. Give me your picks against the spread and your prop pick for the week.
Here we go from the car live at the Playfield Country Club's Most Unpraised Picks of the Week. First, I am heading to Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. Fuck you guys. Just kidding. But I'm taking the Saints +1 against the Eagles. They're traveling to Philadelphia. The Saints defense is good enough to stop this running game that's got the Philadelphia team rolling. I just think the Saints defense is good enough. Give me the Saints +1. Second, I'm going to Jacksonville. I go, the 49ers got this huge win against the fucking Rams. I know. But they're traveling east. It's on a short week. Give me the Jags +6 against the 49ers. Upset game. Give me the Jags. Third, I'm going with the Texans here. We're traveling to Tennessee. I know the Tennessee teams beat all the elite teams. They beat the Rams, they beat the Saints, they beat the Chiefs. There's a letdown spot here. 10 points is a lot of points. Give me the Texans +10 against the Titans. Running it back. Got the Saints +1 against the Eagles, Jags +6 against the Niners, and Texans +10 against the Titans. And my prop bet for the week, this guy has thrown in 5 interceptions in 4 games. He might be the GOAT, but he's getting old. Give me Tom Brady to throw an interception against the New York Giants.
Wow, I like it, especially the last one. And for TL's mood, 3-1 again last week. My first game, I'm heading to Minnesota where Milk Money, Cash Money was a couple weeks ago. Give me the bad man, Aaron Rodgers shutting out the fucking Seahawks last week. Give me them on a back-to-back. Give me them laying 2 against the Vikings. Screw Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings. For my second pick, I'm going to Las Vegas, Sin City, baby. And I am gambling on this pick. They've lost 2 in a row. They're coming off a bye. Give me Joe Big Burrow and the Bengals laying 1 against the Las Vegas Raiders, who are absolutely reeling now. And my third pick, they got shut out last week. I took the team that they lost to. I'm going to take them on a bounce back. Russell Wilson coming back. Give me the Seahawks. I don't care if Kyler Murray's playing. I don't care if Colt McCoy's playing. I don't care if whoever their third string quarterback is playing. Give me the Seahawks. Getting 2.5. Getting 2.5 at home against the Cardinals. Running it back. Give me the Packers laying 2 at home on the road against Minnesota. The Bengals laying a 1 point on the road against the Vegas Raiders. And the Seahawks getting 2.5 points at home against the Arizona Cardinals. And my prop bet for the week, give me Russ. Let Russ cook over 1.5 touchdown passes.
Woo! That was electric. The cars, I mean, I have headphones on, but vicinity of this car right now.
It's like you're like throwing it back to how we used to do this podcast.
Dude, that's wild. I thought about it. We used to meet up every week and do this.
And then we were like, that's not gonna last.
A good thing we found Zoom. Thank you to the pandemic. But yeah, Tom, great job. I think that was one of the most electric ZMT bets that we have given. He was giving a little recap from last week. I went 2-2. I broke the 1-3 spell. I broke your spell, the 2-2 spell.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
And you flipped the switch on my 1-3, and you got 3-1. So 5-3 overall week from going 3-5 the past 2 weeks. That's definitely an improvement. We definitely have a big winning record now. Do not know that off the top of my head. Do you still hear me?
I lost you for about the last 10 seconds.
Oh, no.
So I missed, after you said 2-2, I missed my record, your record, and the podcast record. So if you just want to repeat that real quick while I got you, then yeah.
You hear me now, though?
I hear you now.
You sure? 100%.
Yes.
All right. This is not working.
No. We're for the people who are gonna be listening to this pod, the ZMT bets segment will be recorded separate of the other two.
Okay.
This is not working. So I got you again. I got you now for 10 seconds. What were you going to say?
I was saying what I was saying before this fucking shitty Wi-Fi cut me out. I said that you went 3-1 this week. I went 2-2. You both broke our tries. You can't hear me?
All right, but here's the beauty of it, people. We're losing Mike in and out here. We'll give our records when we re-record our first segment, and we'll go and we'll say, no, we won't even do that. You know what? We're sorry. We're both working people, okay? We had a tough time finding scheduled time today. Mike's working overtime. I'm working overtime. We're trying to make money. This podcast doesn't bring us any bucks yet. So we're just working through it. I think you're not blurry anymore. Let's try this one more time.
Do you hear me?
Now I hear you. I hear 100%,
you. 100%.
Loud and clear, no scratchiness. Let's try it again.
Tom.
Slower, maybe.
Tom.
Yes. Let's round up this segment.
You went 3-1.
Beautiful.
I went 2-2. Improvement.
Yeah.
Overall record, don't know. Glad I got cut off. But that's it. That's all I had to say before this whole internet connection bullshit happened. So we're done. We're done.
So, and people, you know where to find us: Twitter, Instagram _.
And your mom's ass. You see, this is why it's not working. You can't announce this part. This is my part.
All right, I hear you. Go then. This is great content.
You know what it is. Follow us on. Oh my God, I don't remember it. Time out. Now I remember it. Sports _ZMT, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
And your sister's ass.
The connection will never cut off for that electric part of the podcast.
Never.
Tom, it has been a pleasure. I know you can't hear me. I don't fucking know.
All right.
but we're done. We're done.
And we appreciate you all for listening, and we'll be back next week. Go win money. Go win your bets. Go win everything. Let's go.
Go Cowboys. Go Jets. Fuck the Giants. See you later.